Hi beauty, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a soft glam look for you guys. Let me know how you like it. Starting off with my moisturizer. I love these spray moisturizers so much. They're so handy and quick to use. I spray my whole face and neck with it and let it absorb for a bit before I apply my foundation. This is the foundation I'm using today. It's from MAC. Here's the code of the shade I'm using, and I start off with a medium-sized brush that seemed to work out for me very well. If you're interested in these brushes, please let me know in the comments down below so I can link it for you. They are from Amazon, as far as I remember. I ended up just dabbing it all over my face. I never drag my brush, always dab it lightly. And that seemed to give me the best results at the end, and it looks flawless. While applying my foundation, I be thinking the most random things, and one of them is being, how do I look in the eyes of others? Not that I care, but apparently, according to psychology, you look 20% more attractive to others than you do to yourself. If you have any thoughts on it, I would love to hear it in the comments down below. Moving on to bronzer, my favorite part. Honestly, putting my makeup on is my favorite thing to do during the day, but aside from that, that was the code of the bronzer I'm using. This is actually a pretty cheap bronzer. I bought it from the drugstore and it seemed to work out for me. Therefore, I'm not going to buy another one yet until I finish this. This is how I apply it. Usually, if I'm doing a soft glam, I want to look sharp, clean, and overall flawless. Therefore, I don't do too much. I just do it where I feel that it's the most important to do. And I get my medium-sized brush and just go in circle motion as I'm showing you guys in the video. That's how I blend it, and I make sure to blend it with the foundation so that you cannot see the bronzer on my skin. After that, I move on to my blush. You know a girl likes her blush. I put it on the top of my cheeks. And usually I let it set for about a minute or two, and that will give me better pigmentation on my face. However, if you're in a rush, girl, just go ahead and blend it. Just go ahead and blend it. Honestly. And for my blush, I use a small size brush and I just dab it on my cheeks. I don't do a circle of motion here because it will ruin my foundation. And when I tell you it will ruin my foundation, it's because I've done this before. And I know what I'm talking about. Anyways, after this, I just make sure it's blended all over my cheeks and make sure it's even all over as well because you don't want to look crooked. And overall, we want to make sure this look stays as soft as it can get. Please don't mind the facial expressions here. And after I was done blending my blush, I ended up just dragging the same brush on my chin and nose to add some cuteness to the look. And here we go. I always end up with two brushes in my hand, don't I? Anyhow, I'm going to move on to setting this look with my setting powder. This is also from a drugstore called Shoppers. If you're a Canadian girly, you definitely know what I'm talking about here. But this right here, girls, it's like a dupe for the Huda setting powder, which is quite expensive, and I wouldn't recommend you buying that. Honestly, when it comes to makeup products, you can always find better for cheaper if you're a baddie on a budget. Please leave in the comments down below the word interested if you want to see me comparing
different products together and tell you which ones are worth your money.
I immediately moved on to curling my lashes, and per usual, I love to warm up the lash curler before I use it for better results. And this has been proven to me because once I had a long shift and I remember I curled my lashes in the morning. It was about 12 hours and a half later where I looked at myself in the mirror and I'm like, girl, you have your lashes on fleek. And I didn't even wear mascara, okay? It was amazing to see my lashes look flawless and beautiful around the same time during the night, which I usually finish my work. It's like around 10 p.m. And I'm like, okay, girl, I'm gonna keep doing this because it is tea. And like I explained to you guys, I just dusted off the setting powder and I dusted in the way up, never down, because we love our skin, we respect it, and we want it to only look better. Okay? Okay. After this, I believe I moved on to looking at myself in the mirror, which gives me confidence. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm not gonna hold you guys. I have this blush that's powdery and it's from Lancome. I believe I'm pronouncing it right. I just used the same brush I used with my blush and dab it on top of my cheeks again because I feel like the more pink I have on my face, the more natural and the more soft it will make it look. I don't want to look sharp or like dark. I want to keep it light and feminine. Therefore, this led me to using this palette for my eyes. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this is by far one of my favorite palettes. I've bought this over and over again. I can link it down below if you're interested. It has some soft, cute colors where you can always use on a soft glam, and it's just so fabulous. That's the brush I'm using. It's very tiny and round. This is why I like it because wearing this on your eyes is kind of tough and tricky, and you want to use a brush that's going to be the same size or around the same size as your eyes so that you're not giving yourself a hard time. I started with a very light color. It's almost like a white bubble bath, but not really bubble bath because it's white. I would say more close to Funny Bunny. When you get your nails done, you always ask your nail tech, I want Funny Bunny, and then 2 coats of bubble bath. Yes, this is exactly what I'm doing right now. I used the third color of this palette, which is somewhat around pink and white. I would say this is more of a bubble bath, and I just went around the edges of my eye and blended those two together. And right after, because I want to keep it simple and cute, I just moved on to my mascara and didn't do much on my eyes. It was just a pretty short and sweet session of doing nothing, basically, because this look is so natural and you will never go wrong with a natural soft glam. Honestly, that's the mascara I'm using. I used the mascara I've received for my birthday, and I honestly been loving it. I used to use the Better Than Sex mascara all the time, and once I finished that, I never really re-upped because this one really been doing the job for me, and honestly, I can just look like that and don't even wear my lashes and it will look flawless. But this girl wants to put lashes on for this look as well. And before that, I am wearing my eyeliner. I'm just doing a very short wing that's gonna look super cute and natural again. Because the whole point of this look is to look natural and soft. As you guys can see, it was a little too long for me. I had to interfere with my finger, which I shouldn't have, honestly, because removing it with your finger kind of gives you a weird vibe. And it kind of dusts off your foundation, which you don't want to do that, so don't make that mistake. I'm using this angled brush again to kind of finish it off. As my eyeliner was kind of like dried out, I tried to fix it with an eyeshadow, like a dark black eyeshadow, and it got the job done. Therefore, I was happy. And right after this, I figured I want to go in the edges of my eye as well with the same color just to make it look more mysterious, because my eyes are my favorite part of my face before my nose for sure. But with that being said, I really want to keep this look as flawless as I can. Therefore, I didn't do too much, okay? And here you just see me lost in the sauce because I was truly lost in the sauce. I'm so happy and grateful you made it thus far, my friend. If you want to see more of me, please leave a like and subscribe. Totally forgot that I have a camera recording, and this is a whole video because I got lost in the sauce. But I am finally done with applying my mascara. Yay! I just put everything back in place. I love cleaning my space up and keeping it clean, tidy, and neat. I moved on to my lip combo, which is last but not least. This is the color I'm using. You guys, the color already faded away, like the number on this pencil. Otherwise, I would have told you guys what number it is exactly, but this is from Lancome. And as you can see, I'm just going over my whole lip with this color. I like the color because it's soft, pink, and girly. I love girly colors. I usually stay away from dark colors, especially in a soft glam look, because obviously it doesn't go together, at least not in my book. I didn't do a lip combo. I just did one color and wore lip gloss at the end and saved the best for last, putting the lashes on. These lash strips are also from the same brand I've used in my first YouTube video. You can just go back and check it out. The code is linked through that video. And as you guys can see here, I'm just putting the glue on and I let it simmer for a bit before I apply them because it just gives you a better way and control of your lashes, and you can stick them so much easier. And as a girl, again, I always get lost in the sauce because I'm so used to doing this in my own presence and not in front of a camera. So just bear with me as I forget to keep engaging with you guys. I'm gonna promise to do better next time. And voila, my lashes are on, and I just finish it up with some more mascara at the bottom lashes. I'm just so focused here because I don't want to make myself blind or anything. But other than that, I ended up setting this look with my favorite setting spray from Essence. And that was it for this look. We're all done. If you made it thus far, please make sure to give me feedback as a comment or a like, and subscribe if you like my vibe. And if you like this look and you want to see more of me, I will see you in the next video. Ciao!